Greeting everyone. My name is Damia Edina and my partner name is Chong Karian. And today I am excited to introduce a project that is very close to my heart, Edubyte. Learn and support emotions together. In a world where students face increasing academic pressure, social challenges, and emotional stress, we often focus so much on grades that we forgot the most important part of learning, the well-being of our mind and heart. Edubyte combines education, psychology, and social innovation to create a platform where emotional growth is just as important as academic success. It is about empowering students, fostering empathy, and building resilience through digital tools, interactive modules, and community-driven initiative. Together, we can redefine education not just a place to learn knowledge, but as a space where every student can learn, feel, and thrive. Let me take you through how Edubyte makes this version a reality. Before we dive in, here a quick overview of what we cover today. We start with the introduction, then look at the problem statement that inspire Edubyte. Next, I share our innovation idea and the objective we aim to achieve. After that, we go through our methodology, followed by result and conclusion. Next, I'm gonna pass to my partner, Karen.
Let's begin with the introduction. The term Edubyte comes from two words. Edu means education, representing learning and knowledge. Byte is a small unit of digital information. Together, Edubyte represents small, bite-sized pieces of education delivered in a way that is simple, engaging, and easily accessible. This project combines education, psychology, and social innovation to support students' emotional well-being through digital platforms and community programs. Edubyte aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 10, reduced inequalities. By addressing mental health challenges, improving learning quality, and ensuring equal access to emotional support, Edubyte aims to create a more inclusive and supportive learning environment for all students. Now, let's look at the problem statement. In today's educational environment, many students face emotional stress caused by academic pressure, peer expectations, and social challenges. Despite the increasing need for mental health support, schools often lack structured systems to address students' emotional well-being effectively. On top of that, the stigma surrounding mental health prevents many students from seeking help, leaving them feeling isolated and misunderstood. Emotional education within the curriculum is often limited and traditional, focusing mainly on academic outcomes rather than the holistic development of students. Without innovative and inclusive approaches such as digital therapy tools, interactive learning kits, and student-led mental health initiatives, schools risk neglecting an essential aspect of education, emotional resilience and empathy. This gap highlights the urgent need for comprehensive platforms like Edubyte, which integrates emotional literacy, digital accessibility, and community support into students' learning experiences. Let's explore the innovation idea behind Edubyte and its key highlights. First, we have an interactive digital platform or app. This platform delivers emotional education in an engaging, user-friendly, and accessible format, allowing students to learn anytime, anywhere. Second, Edubyte includes a community support program where teachers, counselors, and students collaborate to provide continuous emotional support and create a safe, inclusive environment for everyone. Finally, we have social innovation workshops. These workshops empower students to develop empathy, build resilience, and lead mental health initiatives, giving them the tools to make a real impact in their schools and communities. Together, these three components make Edubyte a comprehensive, student-centered platform for emotional well-being and holistic learning.
Now, let's talk about benefit of digital education. The first major benefit is educational accessibility. Digital education is unrestricted by geography, which means students can access lessons from anywhere, overcoming physical barriers that might otherwise limit learning opportunities. The second benefit is flexibility of time and place. Both students and educators can adjust their study schedule to fit their lifestyles, making learning more adaptable and convenient without compromise quality. In short, digital education allows learning to be accessible, flexible, and tolerant to each individual, creating the perfect environment for both academic and emotional growth.
Let's move on to the objectives of Edubyte. First, improve learning. We aim to deliver emotional education through engaging digital therapy tools and interactive modules that makes learning both meaningful and impactful. Second, inclusive education. Edubyte provides accessible learning kits and community programs that involve teachers, counselors, and students, ensuring that every student receives equal emotional support. Third, emotional development. Through guided workshops and peer collaboration, we strengthen students' emotional literacy, empathy, and resilience, helping them navigate challenges both inside and outside the classroom. Finally, solutions for social challenges. We empower youth to design and lead mental health initiatives that reduce stigma and promote inclusivity in schools and communities. Next, let's look at the methodology behind Edubyte. Design phase and pilot program. We began by developing the digital platform and inclusive learning kits, integrating emotional literacy content to make learning interactive and meaningful. We also incorporate AI-powered chatbots for 24/7 emotional support and gamified learning modules to boost engagement. These features are then implemented in selected schools with collaboration from counselor, teachers, and AI learning analytics, allowing us to personalize each student's experiences. Engagement activities. Edubyte encourages students to lead mental health workshops and campaigns, supported by virtual reality (VR) simulations to practice empathy and stress management in immersive ways. Feedback and analysis. Finally, we evaluate the impact of emotional awareness, student participation, and overall mental well-being using AI-driven sentiment analysis and real-time data dashboards. Let's take a closer look at the results and discussion of implementing Edubyte. Improved learning. One of the most notable outcomes was the significant improvement in students' emotional regulation and focus, enhanced emotional support systems. Another positive outcome was the development of more robust support structures within schools. Teachers, counselors, and peer networks collaborated closely to implement sustainable frameworks for emotional well-being. This created a system where students had multiple points of support, reducing feelings of isolation and ensuring that mental health resources were readily available and actively used. Increased inclusivity. The inclusive learning kits allowed students of all backgrounds and abilities to participate fully in emotional education activities. Positive school environment. Overall, schools that implemented Edubyte reported higher student engagement, stronger peer relationships, and more supportive and collaborative learning atmosphere. In conclusion, the primary objective of Edubyte is to make emotional education interactive, inclusive, and student-centered. With Edubyte, education is no longer just about grades. It's about preparing students to thrive in life, emotionally and socially, while building stronger and more inclusive school communities. That is all from us. Thank you.